Good morning. I'm going to interpret the parables from last night. The first parable talks about some water being brackish or salty and some water being fresh. And these are the two servants of God. Some serve God and they're more physical and more emotional with their attributes that God gave them. And some have a pure heart and they're more meek with the attributes that God gave them. And you can't, what I mean by you can't, and what God's interpreting to me is when you can't use, the people that use water spirits to try to drown water, it can't be done because the Holy Spirit represents that living water. The Holy Spirit is the water. So how can you use water spirits to drown the king of all water spirits, which is the Holy Spirit? It can't be done. That is that interpretation. The second interpretation is how each of us come to God. Some go directly to God. Some are born, they go directly downhill, or they might get diseases and whatever, and God takes them at the peak of their life or while they're young in their life. And that is how some come. Some go through life and they have their trials and tribulations, but they interpret and they go to God. And some people get caught up in things they can't get out of right away, but God always opens a door and the dam opens and they also have a chance to come to God. That is the interpretation. Now, the overall interpretation of the whole thing is this: God gives every man that serves him interpretations, and he gives them visions, and he gives them a voice. They might be of differences, but they all serve God's purpose. None is better than the other. He's no respecter of persons. Just because I serve God this way and you serve God that way does not make you or me any less or better than the other. They all serve God's purposes. It's about God's will, not our will. Don't get hung up into thinking just because you serve God, you're better than the next person that serves God, because that's ego and pride. We all serve God. We are all brothers in God. You might say some things that upset me, but if you really know me, I will come back and apologize. I'm not perfect by a long shot and never will to be, but I know there's many paths to God. But there's only one God, one faith, and one baptism. And know this: God can give. Who am I to talk about what God gave you? I'm not here to judge. No man can, but it all serves God.